Welcome to Cajun Country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. And the Raging Cajuns will get us started with the opening kickoff. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And first down for the offense.
Now they'll run it to the right here. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Louisiana's offense will have its first possession of the game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Johnson wants to throw it. He fires a bullet to the right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The throw to the outside is complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And the 22 brings up 2nd down.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. To the air, it's Flores. The quick out. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Dropping back, it's Flores. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Running to Green. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Ford. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee has just had no answers today. Both sides of the ball look like all the smoggy smoke on Rocky Top has been in their eyes since kickoff. They're trailing by 14 to Kentucky. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll return it from around the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score Oklahoma State 17, Louisiana 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
The Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. He'll do it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Unloads quickly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
1st and goal, Oklahoma.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to barge in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And the pummeling has started.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
24, Louisiana, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Johnson looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football, you're coming up and try to get them on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you or put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught over the middle. It's Robertson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Number 16, on to punt it away.
The kick is on its way. He's got it. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Flores. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to keep running. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to the ground with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Make some noise. It's 3rd down.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Peace. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Noise. It's 3rd down.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They're going to run it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50.
The return is tackled down at the 30.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a